Nice. You didn't cut my arm. Oh. Okay.
Go the other way too. Oh, durability. 5 out of 5.
All right, folks.
So we ripped down through the scoring, Rob. Bill was advertised.
I won't score that.
Well, that's pilot error. Well, the battery's dead. You know, we've been playing around with it, and I just killed the battery. So, you know. Hey, but it did a good job. It handled it well.
All right.
And you know what? The breakaway blades, no damage.
No damage.
Although it does include an extra set of blades. So, you know, even if you do, if Rob flies it, there you go. You got even got a screwdriver to put it on. Just use this end, not that end. Build as advertised.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
How did that build go for you, Kurt?
Well,
could you handle
in
that?
all fairness, build out advertising an RTF kit is pretty much, do you just pull it out and, you know, follow the instructions and everything was perfect.
Did you?
Ours needed calibrated from the factory. It needed recalibrated, which it says, you know, make sure it works. If it doesn't work, no big deal.
Sure.
Follow these steps because they do the best they can. And as soon as you fly, the motors break in, they become more efficient, you know. So you've got, you know, it calibrates, it uses a set calibration and then puts it in there. Well, the motors vary slightly as far as the resistance goes, so the motors may not put out the power in the very beginning until they get broken in, so it wants to stay low to the ground. So ours needed calibrated from the factory.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that knocked it down slightly, but, you know, everything else was, batteries were there, charge them up, turn it on, and have at it.
You can't ask for more.
No, you can't.
Finish, 5 out of 5.
Your opinion, Rob.
It's a nice looking.
That's your score. So
that's my score.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a nice model. It's they did a good job on it.
Yeah, nice scale detail.
Yeah.
Cool thing I like too is the battery actually hides away.
Yes.
In the bottom.
Yes.
So your battery's kind of nice and hidden away. It
keeps
that realistic look to it. So.
Yeah, it does. Nice finish. I even said so.
Next.
Power, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, it does a good job. As you see from the footage, you've been outdoors. You know, coaxials are always a challenge for toilet bowl.
Sure.
They'll get in their own rotor wash, and you know that's always a challenge to get good forward speed out of a lot of them. And it does a good job handling forward speed. The rates, the low rates and high rates. The low rates, you know, you can pretty much just hammer on the cyclic and forward and there she goes. When you throw it in high rates, though, you get a lot of authority, and you can actually get blade slap where you get you just get too crazy on it and cause some problems. But you know, as your skills advance, which this is a very much of a grow with it type of platform. As your skills advance, you know, you can throw those high rates on and have a little bit of fun with it. But it definitely, it's nice to have the authority. And you've flown coaxials too. That it's mush.
Mush.
Come on, baby. So this is definitely not the case with the Exera.
And you know, actually, one of the fastest forward flights, especially for the smaller one, the next step down from this, one of the fastest forward flights we've ever gotten is on one of the Ares coaxials.
With the original 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to ground handling, 4 out of 5.
You know, it's a helicopter, be it a single rotor or dual rotor, you know, coaxial, whatever. It gets in its own rotor wash and things get a little bit dicey. But they did a good job. You know, there's enough taper on the blades, enough under camber to where it gets in there and it still feels stable.
Yeah.
You know, if you can play around up here without really putting any kind of effort behind it, and the thing isn't walking all over and dancing on you, so you can bring it for a really nice landing and just kind of bring the tail down like a real helicopter and just boop, flop it. So very good.
I was in a little bit of danger there for a second, but
just for a minute, but you know, I
was
had
able
back.
to prevail. Durability, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean it's the blades do they do flex away, and we've seen them where they're hard mount too. You know, earlier versions. So that's going to help a little bit if you do smack something. They give you an extra set of blades, but overall, very tough body.
You're not going to want to grab it, and throw it across the room to show your buddies how strong it is.
Polycarbonate body. I mean, it's a really tough body, so you're not going to tear things up very easily. Skids flex nicely. If you come down too hard, they'll flex and pop back in shape.
There you go. All right, moving on to pilot experience. Flight is advertised, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's good overall. It's, for me, it's a little bit, say it's not a challenge. I wouldn't really use mode 1 and 2, right, because we fly. We have experience. But I did play around with it. You still have to be mindful because there's sonic sensors. So if you've got carpet, well, that absorbs sound. So you're not going to get a good sound profile from soft surfaces. Well, assuming you're in a room with hard ceilings and no light fixtures, you know, that break up the sonic signature, you're not on carpeted floors, it's going to do a good job of working between the sensors and doing what it's supposed to do. But it's not the foolproof solution to say that you hammer the throttle, things will sit right in front of you and you can fly it around all day and never run anything and never run into the ceiling or never find yourself fighting it a little bit. So this is going to give you that opportunity in your house to practice that orientation, practice that that forward flight, and then your strafing, and your backwards hovering, and your forward hovering, and all that stuff that you really need to master. So it definitely fills that bill, and it does well when you kick it on high rates. Take it out of that in a mode 3, which is unleashed. It has the power to climb, has the power for forward, side, backwards flight.
Well, you know, and there's guys that, including myself, I never got bit by the helicopter bug. It's just never been an interest of mine to fly, to learn to fly beyond a coaxial.
So that's going to bring you more enjoyment than trying to fly.
And it's not something I want to fly all the time, but I do occasionally get the urge to just play around with one of the small coaxials just to do it, and it fits the bill for me. You know, it just I don't have the urge to go beyond that. I'm too busy fixing your stuff. Flight time.
My fixed wing stuff.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 flight time.
Flight time. Yeah, it's with power comes power consumption. So you got a good power plant. It's doing a good job. You got plenty of vertical authority. It's going to chew up. It's going to chew up some battery. Flight times were good. They were within micro. Yeah. They weren't. It wasn't outstanding, but it was good. Yeah. So really no complaints. The batteries are extremely inexpensive, so you can grab a second battery
3 or 4 of them if you want to fly all that much.
Just grab another one. You just want to.
Well, the nice thing too is that battery comes out into a separate charger.
Exactly.
It's not built in. That's always, in my opinion, a downside.
Pop it out, swap it, and get back up in the air. So.
Field size, no field involved. House.
No, if house, totally calm night, side yard. Actually, it's a great place to fly, right? Coaxial.
Oh, sure.
For forward flight, go out in your yard because the grass, it's not going to hurt it.
Yeah,
exactly. It can flop right in the grass. Yep. And you'll get some space. You'll be able to get out there and get it going a little bit, and relax and have some fun.
Just do it in the right conditions, Yeah. Too many guys don't, especially when they're first starting out. They fly in all around conditions.
Well, they got ants, the ants in their pants syndrome, which we all did, right? It's like, oh, come on, I just want to go fly again. And you make bad decisions and go out when it's breezy. So.
Yep. Portability, 5 out of 5. It comes with a case carrying
a handle.
With a handle. That's an automatic 5.
That's exactly it. That's
skill level, beginner.
Yeah, it's a true beginner, and that's what it's targeted at. Beginners, go out and get it.
That's where I will always fall. That category I will always be in.
And there's nothing wrong with that, really.
No, not at all. Not
recognizing your strengths and admitting your weaknesses.
You don't have to take that.
Okay, all right. I won't embellish.
You don't have to take it there.
The cool thing too is with this being an Ares product, they have when they release a new model, spare parts are available. You can pretty much rebuild the thing off all the spare parts. Yeah. And that's the key. Is that's what makes it a hobby grade product for hobbyists here in the U.S. And wherever I'm sure it's distributed, if so overseas, you can repair it. You can keep it going. It's not oh, I broke my toy. Go to the mall and the mall kiosk guy's gone. There's a package spinning in his place. Where's it gone? He's gone to the next fair or whatever. Yeah. You can buy parts. They're fully available, and you can keep flying this thing and mastering your skills. Yep. And that's the point. So
that is the point.
If you'd like to see the full review, you can go to our website at tobefly.com. For mobile users, you can go to rcflightsource.com, download our mobile app, and take our content if you want to go. I'm Kurt with Two Brothers Hobby.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for watching.